through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Allen off the play fake. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw here to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target, found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. You're probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 159 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He gets this complete to Diggs. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Handoff comes to Chubb, running right through it. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this will be caught. Well, forget
GG.
the knee. Some late gamesmanship here. As they throw
GG.
Touchdown. There was no going through the touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,